Got in at midnight last night. Hung out for a little bit, went to bed, woke back up at 7. Headed to deer camp this morning. I'm a Yankee, and that's cold. It's cold in this house. Like an ice box. Old man keeps it cold. So normally my granddad gets up and cooks breakfast every morning. He said breakfast was already prepared. We got Twinkies, more Twinkies, banana bread, and corn chips. It's a heck of a breakfast. The garage is looking nice. The Jeep. The old man's still sleeping, so I'm gonna let him sleep. We're gonna head down to deer camp, and he will meet us later in the Jeep, if he decides to come or not. I think he'll be there though, just be a little later. You driving or I driving?
Well, I'll drive for a little bit.
Alright.
But you just bored doing it, right?
First fuel stop of the day. Can't have the truck looking dirty. Gotta be able to see out the windshield. My grandfather didn't get up this morning and make us breakfast. So here we are at Chick-fil-A. I guess it'll do. Second fuel stop. After getting breakfast at Chick-fil-A. Sure we'll have to clean the windshield again. What do you think about the trip so far?
Man, it's freaking awesome.
That's what I'm talking about. Look how we're traveling in style. This is how the other half lives. We gotta take a look. Man. Alright, I guess it's my turn to clean the windshield again, so catch up with you when we get to camp. We made it to deer camp. Got parked in the shade. Brandon and Caleb have been taking care of the grass. Did a great job. Everything looks awesome. Caleb is off bush hogging right now. Already bush hogged the backfield, and Brandon mowed all the way around the camp. It looks great. Thanks, guys. You can tell the Jeep hasn't been moved in a while. Tried to make it look like somebody lived here, but after a while I think the weeds might kind of give it away. Jackie Wayne's here. And we got everything settled. We'll start kind of taking inventory on what we need to fix here in a little bit. It's a little wet. Got some rain last night. Pretty decent rain shower. So, see what's going on here in a little bit. Got a whole bunch of stuff we need to clean up. Place looks like crap, so we should get everything prioritized and cleaned up and go from there. So we'll revisit once we start working on some equipment. So after taking everything apart, none of it's any good. So we gotta go to town and get a new PTO shaft. Not exactly square anymore. And that piece is not exactly square either. It's pretty round. Found some hornets. That's pretty exciting. So we'll catch up with you when we get back from town. The smallest tractor supply I've ever been to.
That's what scares me.
Alright, after what, an hour and a half at Tractor Supply?
3 hours of driving.
3 hours of driving, an hour and a half at Tractor Supply. 30 minutes at the hardware store? 30 minutes at the hardware store. We've come up with an entire new PTO shaft, a PTO extension, new U-joints, new pins, and you can't see it, but we got some new plugs for the gearbox, and that's already installed. So we're going to put this together and hopefully get the bush hog working. Okay, it took forever last night, but we finally got everything together, the grease fittings in. So now we're ready to install it on the bush hog. We need to suck out the old transmission fluid from the gearbox of the bush hog, put in the 90 weight gear oil, and install the new plug. And then we need to pull the disc out of the weeds and grease it and use it and see if everything works correctly. That's the plan today. After we get that done, we will head back to Indiana. Bush hog is behind the tractor right now, and the disc is off in the weeds in the woods. Maybe if we have time, we will clean up some of this crap, but who knows? That might be another adventure for another trip. My granddad gave us crap for not starting this green Jeep the other day.
Look at him. You won't film him.
And that's because there's a wasp nest in the mirror.
Ready?
Yeah. And it doesn't start, but... well, that's all we can do, since we're out of spray now. This Jeep is a giant wasp nest. Oh, and if you're looking for jumper cables, these are some good ones. That's awesome.
Ooh, there's a bunch. They're crawling up behind that mirror like crazy.
Well, we'll have to go get some more wasp spray and come back. Nothing can be easy. Absolutely nothing is easy around here. When start the tractor, battery's dead. So, after searching for extension cords, finally finding a mile of extension cords, we made it to the tractor. I don't even know if this thing really works, but we're gonna try it. Just want to let everyone know. Before, we were using this tampon, which is a stick, and a t-shirt to plug this oil fill. Now we have the correct plug, which is a really special, made-to-order thread.
Can't find it anywhere.
Can't find it anywhere. Did have to order this, but yeah, we're gonna take the transmission fluid out of here because that's wrong, and then we're gonna put 90 weight gear oil in there and see if it'll blow apart when we go to use it. Exciting stuff. So it's the end of our trip. We worked on a lot of stuff, but we didn't get a lot of stuff fixed. Probably took 5 steps backwards. So here's how the bush hog looks now. The hitch is off of it because it's broken and we need to take it back to Indiana and re-weld it. The gearbox front is off of it because someone filled it with grease. That's not what's supposed to be in there. And the bearing's now out of it because it had no oil. Have to take that back to Indiana and get parts for it. Every bearing on this disc, except 2 of them, are shot. So we took the gang off the disc, and it needs a couple new blades, a couple shafts, almost all new bearings. The tires on the tractor are completely dry rotted. When you put the disc on the back of the tractor, the air escapes out of the tires because they're so dry rotted. The Ford, well, it's just gonna have to wait. It's been waiting for about 10 years now. The barn roof is still sagging. Awesome. That disc there is junk. That cultipacker needs tightened, but we're probably not going to get to that. The grader box still sits over there. This still looks like a lot of crap, so no progress on that. Somebody dug the bale spear out of the weeds. Unfortunately, they did not move any of the rotten hay bales in the fields. Thank you to whoever did that. Really appreciative. That's Caleb's bush hog. It is in complete working order, needs nothing. It is nice. Way to go, Caleb. Grant swept the floor. Thanks, Grant. It looks awesome. That's about the only thing that looks nice in here at the moment. We're headed back to the river this evening. Then we are headed back to Indiana tomorrow morning bright and early. So this has been the end of Summer Maintenance Adventure 2019. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. We'll be back with more maintenance videos because nothing around here works properly. So we've got like another 2 years of maintenance, backlogged maintenance and things to fix. Also, storm is about to roll in if you can hear the thunder. So we'll catch you later.